I'm probably did a bit of a damage here. We need to talk about these new Hourglass Unreal Blushes. And okay, a bit of explanation. I initially got 3 shades. I got, wait. I got Whim, I got Craft, and I got Vision. These are also the 3 that you will in a second see applied in a demo. But, spoiler, I fell so in love with them that I got 2 more. But for time reasons, these will not be shown in the demo. But be sure, I currently have my highlighter series, and once this is over, there is going to be a blush and bronzer series that I will do alternately day to day. So one day blush, next day bronzer, blush, bronzer, and so on. So they will be featured in a new series very, very soon. But first of all, let's head into the demo potion, and then I will show you some swatches, some packaging things, and some thoughts of these. First demo here, going to be interesting. The other demos will go much quicker, I guess, but here we have Whim, and as I said, it's the same component as the Danessa Myricks water powder serum, so basically you have to put it upside down, and then you have this rubbery thing here in the back, and then you just press. So I do put now something here on my mixing plate. You know what? Let me show it to you. It's a bit shiny and it's dirty because, yeah, foundation concealer shit. But let me just, okay, you don't need to shake that. Let me just put something down here, and there you have it. And since this is a liquid blush, I do what I always do with super liquid blushes that do not come with a doe foot or anything. I actually take a, well, dirty stippling brush. This is my favorite method that I also do with the NARS OG Liquid Orgasm Blush. I take that stippling brush and then I just start to work it here into the brush so that the bristles are coated. And now I just start to, to swipe it on, to buff it on, to paint it on, however you want to call this. And I think with a stippling brush, this goes so much easier. I just tapped back on my mixing plate and picked up some more. I'll cross my nose and more on that other side. Let me just take some more blush. And here you have it, the shade Whim applied on my face. Okay, the second demo is with the shade Vision. And I do the same thing as I did in the first demo. I just release 1 droplet here on my mixing plate. Then I just, no, this is not the right one. I grab a stippling brush, and then I tap it in and tap it on. And then I just work it in circular motions into the cheeks, across the nose, and then on the other cheek too. Pick some more up from my plate to just build up the colors. It's a very pretty color. It is warmer than I expected, to be honest. But here you have Vision all over my face, basically. And for the last demo, I have Craft here. This is very pigmented, so let's have a bit of a careful hand here. Oh, okay. No. It's cool. It's a bit much, so I wipe some off here on a towel, but it's doable, manageable, blendable, beautiful. And here you have Craft all over my face. I think it's a tad bit too much, but once powdered down, I think it will do it for me. So first of all, I want to mention that in my You Don't Need That Shit video, where we talked about these for the very first time, I said I assume 100% is this packaging the same as in the Danessa Myricks water powder, and I was right. The water powder comes in the exact same packaging, aside the fact that it's a tad bit bigger since there is more product in here. You get in these Hourglass blushes 10 ml, which is quite a lot for a liquid blush, compared to this one here you have 30 ml. But in general, the packaging is the absolute same. It is the absolute same applicator here. So what the fuck's going on? You have here a little rubbery bottom, and you basically just turn it down and push that rubber bottom, and the same you have with Hourglass. I for 1 minute assumed that they were made maybe in the same factory, but the Nesamarix is made in the US, and these blushes from Hourglass are actually made in Korea. Maybe that's why they're so good. Okay, you saw the demos. Let me just tell you that I am absolutely blown away. I did not expect a lot. I also ordered them when I saw the first videos on Instagram, like shorts and reels and shit. And then I decided, okay, I want to try this. And I fell so hard and heavy in love with these that, as I said, went on and ordered 2 more. So let's do a little bit of a swatch moment here. So the first shade that I have here is Whim, and on the Hourglass website, this is described as a bright pink. So I dropped it on here and I will just do a finger swatch like that. I agree, it is a bright pink, but to be honest, this is much warmer than I expected. I do like it still, but it is not that type of bright pink that I wanted to have. But I'm actually quite happy that it is how it is, because because of my love for cool tone blushes, am lacking warmer blushes, and for some looks, I then just realized, oh shit, I don't have a matching warm blush. Then we have the shade Vision, that is described as True Rose. And maybe it's my definition of rose, but I don't think that this is a rose color. To me, this is more so a warmish, very light and borderline translucent terracotta color. So maybe you can see that with Whim, it is very opaque on the skin, but Vision has sort of a translucency going on. I'm not mad about this. I think it's a beautiful color, but again, much warmer than expected. Now we have Future, a shade that I have not applied on my face, and this is described on the website as a warm coral. I bought this because I'm lacking these warm blush tones sometimes, and I need them for certain vibes and looks, and ooh, this looks like a burnt color. I really like it. It's definitely more orange than coral in my opinion. There is not so much of a pink going on here. For coral, for me, it's like the mix of pink or pinky tones and oranges, but this is more terracotta burned. But I'm not mad about this, very pretty. Then we have Imagine, that is the shade that on the Hourglass website is described as a rich terracotta, so let's see. It's also a shade that I haven't applied on my face, and oh, this looks like a blood red. Ooh, that's pretty. Very warm in undertone, like a brick. I know that description is really weird, but it looks like a brick and I love that. I can see where I want to incorporate this. And last but not least, we have the shade Craft, that is described as a deep berry, and you know how much I love berry blushes and dark berry blushes. Oh, look at this. It is really intense dark. I mean, you saw in the demo that it is quite opaque, but you can blend it out very easy. And here you have a close-up of all of them. Please ignore any blemishes that you see on my hand. I do have a bit of an allergic reaction going on currently. But these blushes are very, very different from each other, so I do not regret picking them up. The only 2 shades that I did not get is Scene, which is described as a soft, warm pink, and the shade Moment, which is a warm peach beige. And now that I've seen these different undertones here, I don't think that I ever feel the need to. And compared to all the others, I now just want to say that Whim definitely is not as warm as it looks on its own. I would even say that Whim is a pink that has sort of a white base going on. If there is one product that Hourglass is really good in, then it's complexion products. Their powder bronzers, their powder blushes, their, in general, powders are just really, really good. And now that they're stepping into the world of liquid products, I am really, really excited what else is coming. Honestly, I wish in that formulation and in that format, liquid contour and bronzers from Hourglass and highlighters. I honestly assume that they will do this at some point. I think this is now their test on how the formula is going and how people are loving them. And honestly, these blushes get a straight 10 out of 10 from me. They're absolutely amazing. You saw it in the demo. They are so easy to apply. They are so easy to blend even when you go a bit overboard. They just work. They do not highlight any weird spots, and they do dry down to, in my opinion, more so a satin, borderline even matte finish. I don't find them super glowy, honestly. So all I have to say here is Hourglass, you did a freaking good job on these blushes. I absolutely enjoy them and I can't wait what else you're going to give us in this format. So let me please know down below, have you tried these blushes? If not, do you want to now or do you not? Are you even interested in liquid blushes anyways? I mean, in 2024, there are still people who are like, hey, I stick with my powder blushes, and that is completely fine. Oh, by the way, talking about powder blushes, the luminous light thing blushes, they have the luminous powders like whipped into it. I want to have a blush formulation that mimics this. I want to have glowy, shimmery blushes in this format. So please, Hourglass, extend the line in this format. So please make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out any videos. If you do not have an opinion on these, but you want to comment to push the algorithm, comment Hourglass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.